It's easy to think that a looser D&D adventure structure provides higher player agency. I don't think that's true for many reasons. One thing that I learned in my campaigns is that if I set clear encounters goals for my players, I'm providing them with more player agency rather than taking it away. One of the most fun parts of D&D is the freedom the players have to take the adventure in any direction. But it's still a game, and a game needs goals and structure. If there are no goals or structure, players don't know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, your player agency becomes useless. In contrast, once I set clear encounter goals for the players, their approach on how to achieve such goals is only limited by their imagination. And that, my friends, is true player agency, in my opinion. Of course, the challenge here is to set in-game goals for the characters, rather than meta-game goals for the players. I've talked in other videos about how to do that on a campaign or adventure level by making sure adventure hooks are aligned with characters' goals and motivations. Let me now share an example of how I set in-game goals on an encounter level. The adventurers were on a quest to retrieve the lost diaries of Rosario Ortega in her family's crypt. They didn't know that yet, but there was a revenant guarding the Ortega's crypt. The revenant would be hostile to the characters and could be faced in a challenging combat, but he would also be willing to give them what they wanted as long as they offered to help him execute his revenge. I wanted to make sure my players knew that the Revenant could be willing to collaborate. I wanted my players to know, through the course of the adventure, that their goal could be to make a deal with the Revenant once they met him. As you can see, providing them with this knowledge does not remove player agency. Once they met him, they could do whatever they wanted and take whichever approach they wished. But I wanted to do all of that in-game. So what I did was build those goals into a previous encounter. The thief you rescued from the mob's rage is so thankful to you that he insists to make you company wherever you're going next to return the favor. Where are you going, by the way? We're going to the Ortega's crypt. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going there. Thanks again for the help. Bye-bye. Wait, what? Why wouldn't you go there? Someone murdered the Ortegas a few months ago. They say it was a conspiracy to take the family's estate. But Salvador Ortega is not dead. I mean, he's not alive either. I was sleeping near the family's crypt one night. He woke me up and told me to stay away from his crypt. He then told me he would not rest before he found the murderers of him and his sister, Rosario. I have not gone mad. I saw him. He talked to me. There we go. Adding this interaction in a previous encounter, I managed to set up one possible goal for the upcoming encounter with the Revenant. It may also be that I want to make this social encounter challenging for my players, and I can do so by not simply agreeing to collaborate with the characters. They will have to earn it. So I can plan for reasons why the Revenant would or would not agree to collaborate, and the players will have to figure their way out of obtaining what they want from him. They could persuade, negotiate, spy, deceive, steal, threaten, blackmail, or figure out any other way they would approach the Revenant. And they may succeed or fail, and benefit or suffer from the consequences of their actions. That's full-on player agency. On the other hand, if they were to disregard the possibility of the social interaction, they would not have to make any decision, and with no decision, there's no player agency at all. That's why I'm not afraid of setting clear social encounter goals for my players. I'm confident that when I do so, I'm not removing player agency, nor am I making their life too easy. Quite the opposite. By setting clear social encounter goals, I'm making sure they know exactly what they have to do, and that opens a wonderful window of limitless freedom of action and creativity of how they're gonna do it. If you've never tried that on your adventures, give it a shot. I bet you'll be surprised with the results, just like I was.